So people have asked me after Dog and his list, well, what the hell are you playing? So I'm here to just show you what's up, I guess, and how I play the deck right now. Alright, first off, we played one multi-faker, 3 clogs of the deck. No, I'm joking. I didn't set this deck up before I started this video, so we're gonna do it like this. Then 3 Marionetter. I'm not even gonna really talk about these cards as much. I'm gonna make it 10 minutes, pretend like I get ad revenue off this, and hope you guys stick around for it. You know, all the usual suspects are here. Plus this guy, or girl. Yeah, and then for the traps, 1/1. So people still don't understand why this card's good yet. I'm about to show you. And 2 protocol because it's okay to draw 1. And it's good to have 2. Let's see. That's it, I believe, for the geist lineup, unless I'm developing short-term memory loss. My cat's very affectionate. She's a very nice cat. Her name is Norma. Next, we'll go to the trap lineup. We're playing some old men. We're playing Solemn Strike. We're playing Solemn Judgment at 3 apiece. Very good cards. And then we're playing another old guy. I'm just gonna lay out most of the traps here. The imperms, and the torrentials. People said I should make a video, A, because the strike when the iron's hot, and B, because this is the only deck that I've spent 4 years keeping up rarity wise. You'll laugh at something in a second here. Oh, and of course 3 spoofing. We need all our ways to faker. That's it for the traps. And we got 3 extras, 2 duality. That's it for the pots. Spells in the main deck. And then our hand traps were 3 ash, 3 imperm. Put the imperms in the traps. Rounds off the main deck. You'll notice there's no kunq. That's just kind of something different. I'm sure I might experiment with it again, but I'm running 1 pook, no kunq, 1 rock. Because there's no way in hell you're going to catch me playing more than 1 right now. Maybe one day more than 2 pook, but I'm only playing 1 right now. One thing I got really upset about in that video was that MBT talked about how pook's not that great, and then decided to shove 3 of it in that deck that he played. You know, I have a lot of respect for the guy, like I said multiple times in that post, and I appreciate him looking over that and saying he might do something about it later on. Let's go to the side. The side is where I think this deck really shines. It's kind of insane. We're going to start with Terraforming. Yeah, it's not Metaverse. We don't care. It's, that used to matter a little more because you're like, oh, I got a trigger faker, but you're guaranteed trigger faker 99.99% of the time if you have it. So this helps because we want to get this on field when we know we're going first ASAP without giving our opponent any chance to respond to it. And then also though, see, that's if we're going first, and then we have 3 Mystic Mind for going second plus Terraforming. So Terraforming is a really strong side card going first or second in this deck. Next we got the 3 Godarlas, good against Barrier Statue, plus, just general spot removal. And we got 3 Evenlies, and then I'm testing this. This is a flex spot of about 2 cards that I imagine. A couple D-Barrier. Maybe I'll try Droll again, but I really feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like so many hand traps and geists just aren't that amazing, and there's so many just good spell and trap cards that kind of handle things a little heavier per card. Next, we'll go into the extra deck. I am playing, of course. We have our main lady herself. 3 Hextia. Then new to this build, you know, we never really played Prime Banshee too much. There wasn't much reason to. Along with our 3 memory gants, a wonderful addition to the deck. So I also shot on Joseph, aka MBT, for not playing Banshee, but he also wasn't playing Rock, because a lot of people think that that card's bad. It reads discard an Altergeist card from your hand, and it's not like optional. You can interact with it by getting rid of the card on the field, but like to activate it, you have to have an Altergeist monster in hand. If it's going to activate, you have to send it to grave, you know what I'm saying? If you bounce it beforehand and it doesn't resolve, if you spoof it away before it resolves, you have to keep the card in hand. But most people read that card and think, God, that's trash. But we'll explain why it's not. That's it for the Geists. Next we have our ones, our link ones. I cut Artemis to 1 recently, just because I think it's funny whenever Relinquished Anima goes off and it's a secret rare. No, I'm joking. Just because we play the Godarlas, Anima has a lot more potential high impact usage than Moon Maiden that has no effect and 800 attack. You know, she's here because Secret Village, and Anima is also okay for Secret Village, but when you're going first, she has 800, which is more than 0. Normally, you would just maybe leave a Geist card on the field, but say you need that Misleading Search, you just go to that, and you still get to stick the landing with Secret Village. And then we just have the 1 Code Talker and the 1 Celine. We have memory gants now, so I feel like these 2 could be cut, or if you really want something powerful and destructive for the entire field, you'll keep them in. Space is a little tight. Some people say you only got to play 2 memory gant, and I don't super disagree with them. I just really like the ability to OTK, and I feel like this is the best in the lineup to you know, always have that live, because you don't really need Banshee to be going into memory gant, but like it's a good stepping point for getting resources back. And that's the extra deck. So I was just going to give you the deck profile, but I would just like to show you what's going on turn 1, what the hell I'm talking about in that long ass rant. I'm just going to show you 2 cards. It's going to be Mario and Faker. Alright. So your opening hand, you have 3 other cards, hopefully some really nice traps. You're going to normal Marionette. You're going to activate her effect. You're going to set the rock. You're going to activate the rock, because you can activate it if it's set. Okay. So this is the basic 2-card combo. If you have another Geist in hand, you're ditching that instead and saving about 1 resource exchange, and allowing yourself to get any other card that you want to stick out of the grave. Anyway, you don't need to know all the details, but Faker will trigger from hand if you have another one in your hand that you can ditch off this instead of this. If you have 3 Geist cards in hand, which, you know, isn't great, but it does happen a lot. It's one of the deck's biggest issues. That's why this card's so good. You hate to brick on monsters. So Marionette effect, target rock, and Faker and grave. This will special Faker, send that, activate. Special the Melee Seat. You'll notice that I have it in this column starting outro, so you can like safely stick a Hextia right there. You're gonna trigger Melee Seat. You're gonna add Pook. You're gonna make a Prime Banshee. You're gonna trigger Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Hextia, and Pook, adding this back to your hand. And Hextia is gonna add. People are like, wow, you would rather activate Haunted Rock than set an Altergeist trap that's good. Well, this is where you search the good one, because you're going to get Faker back in this combo. So you search your good trap on top of this. This is just an enabler now. People say it's not a starter, but they don't know what they're talking about. Say you want Protocol, because, you know, it's good. Alright. With that, you can activate... Oh, I'm sorry, we're done activating. And then you're going to activate Prime Banshee, adding back Faker. Remember, that started with 2 cards, okay? So those 2 cards, guys, 1 card on the field, 3 in hand. all this in grave for preparation. And remember, every single turn you can cycle with Banshee because you can always get it back from grave from Mario Flows, Manifestations. You have a second copy. Because somebody was like, oh, cycling 3 cards from the extra deck, this is stupid and it's really bad. You're adding Hexia's back with Banshee after this. So remember, you have 3 other cards in your hand, plus Faker, plus the Protocol, and plus Poop to use again for the next turn for the OTK. I just wanted to explain that. People have been calling me stupid and saying that Rock's terrible. Rock's not only good in like the beginning. Say you have to blow all your traps, right? And like you're searching, I don't know, you have Faker somehow, right, in your hand. And you bounce it back with silq. You normal summon this Marionetter, you set it, and then you can still trigger it again, that turn type shit, you know? It's just, you know, tiny stuff like that, you'll be like, oh, that's very situational. Yes, but this deck has a lot of situational spots where things can be really good at no real negative. Even if you draw the card, you gotta remember, you can still bounce it and get rid of it off a spoofing or a silq and not have to discard, say, if that's not positive for you during your opponent's turn, then it just becomes another trap you can activate. And just another Altergeist name you can cycle. You gotta remember, silq adds traps back too, and you stay on top of it. Like every single play, you should be getting a card out of it almost. Like, I don't know what to say. People can keep sleeping on it. It's cool.